Hello, beautiful people. It is day 8 of 10 paintings in 10 days. Like, we are 8 days in. For those of you who have clicked this video and you're like, what is this girl excited about? I am Sierra Kesher and I'm the artist behind 10 paintings in 10 days. Right now, I am in a process of painting a beautiful painting called Surrounded by Love. And just as of yesterday, I drew some flowers on her, and the tears from her distress, the tears from her process have watered a garden that's beneath her. Like, it watered the ground, and from the ground, and now a garden is erupting. And so that is where I stopped yesterday. And today, you have to stay tuned. You will watch me transform her right before your eyes. What I have been doing for the last few days is I start off and I do something that I call a meditative painting, which means that I am processing before I got on camera what I've been doing throughout my day in the form of a meditative painting. And what that means for me is that I am literally just painting out my emotions, painting out what I'm feeling inside, and then I will come back and to you. And from there, I will begin to tell you a little bit of something that comes to me. And then I will begin my painting process. So that is a little bit of the flow of what today will look like. Today, if you have been attending since the last 2 days, I ask that you do the activity with me. And what I am asking is that you just grab a piece of paper or something to doodle with. And I really figured out something. Let me show y'all something so cool that you can do now is you can go in your phone. If you're not watching me on your cell phone, you can go to your notes. If you have an Apple device, I don't know if if Android has this, but you can go to your notes section, and there is a little pencil at the bottom. It's the one, two, three, four, the fifth option. If you click on that, then you can pick a color. And if you click on the little color swatch, which is like the very to the, if you go from the right, there's a plus sign and there's a color swatch. I'll actually see if I can show it to you. Here is what well, let's get you in focus. Right here, it's still out of focus. But if you go to this, you go to this app in your phone and you click this and it gives you a variety of colors. So you can click the colors and all of these colors will come up. And then you get to choose what color you use. And so if you're like, I don't have paper or pen, or I'm in my bed right now and I don't feel like grabbing anything, you can still do this activity with me by using your notes app. And you get to choose if you're using like a chiseled pencil, a highlighter type pencil, and then like a color pencil. If you want to erase, you can erase. I don't recommend erasing anything. I recommend that you go with the flow of what it is that what is coming up for you. So I'll drop the music, and then from there we begin drawing whatever it is that we are feeling. There are no rules. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is right. It just is. And so for me, because I am going to do a painting process, I use a crayon first, and then I go over it with paint. And then from there, I will summarize the whole thing, like as far as with paints and drawings, and you'll see my finished product here. So for now, I'm gonna, like I said, drop the music. You can begin. I do this for I say about 10 minutes at the least. I realize like I've been watching back and I'm like, man, you know, you've been on to this for a little bit. So I'll go about 10 minutes with my process. And then from there, we will jump into the rest of tonight. So again, thank you for clicking this video, or thank you for watching me live. Welcome again to day 8 of 10 paintings in 10 days. Alrighty, let's get it started. What do we want to add in there? Let's see. I am feeling glittery today, so I'm gonna go grab my clear. Well, it's not really clear, it's flow medium to do this. So I have two different options that I can use here. I can either use, this is called pouring medium. So let's look a little closer so y'all can see. It's pouring medium. It's out of focus. But I can use pouring medium, or I can use Mod Podge. And if you're an artist or a crafter, then you are very familiar with Mod Podge. There you go. So let's do this. Let's do it. Okay. I think I want to go with the pouring medium, because some reason the Mod Podge, I'll probably seal it with Mod Podge once I'm done. You don't really need a lot of this, because you really are just adding glitter to the pouring medium and then adding the pouring, like that. You're adding that to your painting, which is very beautiful, y'all. Like, it is a beautiful. Okay, so I've added it here. So it looks like this. I can really drop it down really, really low. And then I have glue. Slide that for y'all. Have some glue that is green and gold. And I'm going to add that to my Mod Podge. Well, not Mod Podge, pouring. What's it called? Pouring medium. And we are going to begin. So I'm not going to use it right away, but I want to prepare it as if I am, so that I can have it when I'm ready. I think I had another color, but we're going to stick to this. Ooh, it's so pretty. All right, so I have those colors. It's green and gold, so I'm going to go with some blue and yellow to create us green. So what I'm doing right now is I am preparing my colors for this. I am preparing the colors. Hold on, I'll let y'all see in just a moment. So I have a bluish type green color there, and now I am also using, if you can see that, a brown. Yes, a brown. And I was attempting to lighten my brown with yellow, but it's not giving what I wanted to give, so I'm gonna add some white to give it a different shade. I have this gold. And I have orange. So let's see. And for your process, literally you just draw and draw until this is just a part of my creative process that actually I'm gonna keep doing. Here we go. Okay. You see me reaching over to capture it in something else. We can give her some pink fingernail polish.
The rush is on with Toy Mini Brands Gold Rush.
That
Can
is
you
the
find the
perfect
ultra
place
rare
for me to
rose gold mini
pause
from Zuru?
and turn off the ads. Or maybe there's not an ad. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Okay, so that is it for this painting. It is a hand holding flowers. Let's see. Let me get here. So that is it for that painting, y'all. That felt so good. Like that felt really amazing to process. I usually would do the background, but I don't think I'm gonna do the background of that one. I'm just gonna leave it be. I really, really enjoyed that process. It is a hand that is holding flowers, and it is just a confirmation to me because earlier today, see, I usually don't get the updates about. Let me turn the music down just a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I usually don't get the updates to what I am painting right away. I usually the updates usually come to me once I am sitting here and getting ready to process and go through the things. But today I was actually watching a show and I was like, oh my goodness, I think I know what I'm doing today. So that confirmed to me what I am painting today. So that takes me back to I'm gonna take this painting and take some of this down and replace it with those over there, and then I'm going to move on and share the painting. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll talk again. Let's do. So this is one of the days. Was this yesterday? This was yesterday's painting that I did, meditative painting. So I can show them to you as I take them down. This was another day's meditative painting. Another day's meditative painting. Have the others here I can share. Another day's meditative painting. Gotta get the lighting. That is one. And which way does this one go? And here is another. So those are all of the paintings. And I have one other one that I did in between during the Saturday and Sunday. I needed to do a meditative painting, and so I did this one. So yeah, there is that for you all. And I'm just gonna Okay, so now we're gonna add the painting back. Oh no. Let's see. Let's see. Believe it or not, I had some up here, but they are not. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so let me share with y'all how this is. I'm gonna switch out my paint water. Today, y'all, I have a bucket. I have a bucket that I'm gonna dump my, but this one's not as dirty. I'm gonna need that for brown. I have a bucket that I am going to dump my paint water into. And I'm starting to get more efficient. Like I am getting way more efficient with this process, y'all. Ooh, I feel like I got stuff on me. And I do. Good. I'm getting more efficient with the process. This one's not as dirty, but this one is. All right. So now we can get some clear water. All right. And I have more of this, and I think I'm going to end up using that. More of the really beautiful color. Okay, okay. Here we are. So I am sitting directly in front of what I need to show you. However, let's talk about it. So the first thing and the first transformative piece of I guess painting that I've done to it since she went from naked to here is that her thoughts are changing, and her thoughts were black at first. I painted over them green, and now they are actually a garden. They are in the garden, and I love that for her. I'm going to turn the music all the way off, y'all, because it is distracting me. Okay. So let's sit like this and let's talk about her. So I feel like a teacher. So here, so seriously though, so here her thoughts are changing, and they were first black. I spoke about this on the last live. If you go over to my Instagram, you can see this process in process, and you'll be able to see what I mean when I say that her thoughts were black. And here you can still see a smiley face. You can see a smiley face there. You can see a part of an eye here and another eye up there and one here. And so there were thoughts in her hair. There were like emotions in her hair. There were and I say hair because one of my followers, or one of my people, family, friends over on Instagram, she reached out and told me that she thought that what I had drawn here was her hair. And really, at reality, what I intended it to be is her thoughts. And so if you hear me say thoughts and hair, that is interchangeable. Probably not usually an interchangeable word, but for the sake of painting, for the sake of art, it is an interchangeable word. And so here we are. I'm trying to show Okay, so that is what that is about. So also too, another transformative piece from where she was originally unclothed. She still is right now. She is going into a different part of her process, which these are tears. If you can see those like silver tears, and they have touched the ground, and from the ground is now growing a garden. So that is what, let's get y'all to see that better. So that is what this is here. That is what this is here. And she was holding on to a heart in the beginning. And today that's going to transform. And I'll tell y'all what it is in a minute. So today that's going to transform. So this garden is going to transform, I believe. I don't know if it's today, but the garden is going to transform. I am going to give it some more color, like a deeper green, probably that green that I made earlier for the bouquet of flowers that were there. And then here I'm going to make this deeper green, give this some color. This is a garden which symbolizes community. It symbolizes sisterhood. It symbolizes connection. That's what that is. So her tears have connected to the ground, and from her distress, from her discomfort, from her process, it has now grown a beautiful garden of connection, community, and sisterhood. And so now we go on to the broken heart. The broken heart is going to turn into a bouquet of flowers. Now, listen, I'm still kind of figuring this thing out as I go, but what I painted earlier is a hand holding flowers. I thought that that's what this was going to be. It came to me earlier and I was like, I don't know if that's going to go on the painting, but that's a really cool idea. And so when I got ready to process today and that came out, I was like, oh, so confirmation that we are drawing her bouquet of flowers. So I don't know how it's going to go when I sit here to paint that, but her arm is here. She has her breast is there, and this is a broken heart and full of like splotches and all of that. And I'm just like, how? So we're going to see how that turns into that. If you would have saw her thoughts, if you would have saw the lines and things I had here, you probably wouldn't have, like, if you go back in the process, I transformed her thoughts into this beautiful garden. So I know that I can transform this broken heart into a bouquet of flowers. However, it's going to take some time for me to kind of sketch it all out like I did with the white paint here. So we're going to go into that today. And there was another thing that was coming to my mind. Oh, so the garden here. So that garden is going to go there, and a bouquet of flowers that she has picked from her connection, from her sisterhood, from her community is going to go here. And it's going to be here and here. So let's get started. Let's see where we are in time. I think I'm at about 39 minutes because I'm going to be on here. Today I'm starting the timer. I am not doing y'all like I've been doing it. Today you will have a timer. It's going to be set for let's see, the remaining of the time. I said it's going to be on here an hour and 30 minutes. So 40 of those minutes are already gone. So we're going to jump in and finish the hour and some change, about 50 something minutes. And I'll put it for 40 more minutes so we can check in at 40 minutes. So I'm just going to get to this. I want to listen to another set of music, but I'm going to respect the fact that you may be watching it to the end. And so what I'm going to do is turn on that music that I had on and go in for the rest of this painting. And I'm probably going to stand, so that'll be a different thing as well. So here we go. Timer's about to be set. All right, let's get our music going. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is, instead, I'm going to honor where I am. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the music. I'm going to cut the music. And we are going to go to my music. And so the rest of this recording is going to be, until the timer goes off, is going to be The rest of this music is going to be, the rest of the time is going to be quiet. And when I come back from the 40 minutes, then I'll talk. All right, beautiful people. We are here. We are here. At the 1 hour and 21 minutes. 1 hour, 21 minutes mark. Yes. And I just want to talk about what is happening here in the picture. And then I'll probably spend the last few minutes of this sharing with you and then getting back to the painting. So what you have here is it's hard to depict between her and the garden now, or her and yes, her in the garden, her in her community, her and you probably like, what is all of this that's happening here? So because on here I'm looking and it just looks like a whole bunch of so what is happening is the bouquet of flowers that she's holding is here. And so, yeah, so there's different flowers that she's picked from down here that are up here. So you will see repeats of flowers that are here, that are there. I'm not really sure if I haven't, oh my goodness, so I understand now. So what is happening is she is becoming connected again. And so connected that oh my goodness, she is the tree in the middle of the garden. Like she is becoming fruitful based on her tears from her community, like her flowers from her community, the tears that created this community, the tears that created this connection. She is now, let's see, I think that's good. But she is now, because I keep blocking y'all. She is now like becoming fruitful, and oh my goodness, by her thoughts, by what she carries, which is she's still carrying the heart, but her heart, you won't be able to see it probably. There's a piece of it here. And I'm thinking about at some point like her arm is gonna be back here again. So I can do that while I'm talking to y'all. Because her arm is here. Yeah, so giving her arm some structure again. Wait, y'all. So this is her hand right here. And this is her arm as it goes down and up. Wrist. So yeah. So you will get this. I've drawn the flowers because I needed to see it. But what I just did just that moment is I drew a reference so that I can begin to structure her arm here again, so that is the part that stands out. So I can begin to paint that so that I don't forget that. So we are reincorporating her arm and her hand. So some of that's going to end up turning into the flowers, and the flowers will be on top of it again. But as a reference point, I just needed to see it. So I'll take some of this out. But yeah, so that's where I am, y'all. That's where I am. I'm going to record and upload. I'm going to hop off of here and I'm going to record and I will upload it. Very raw form of the place that I'm in now. So yeah, so this is where I am. Oh, we don't need you dripping. We don't need you dripping. We don't need you dripping. Okay, there we go. So her arm is really different, but her arm is here. And so boom. So like it's gonna get big right there because it dropped here and it'll go right there. Okay. Anywho, that is what I have, you all. This has been really fun to share. What I want to talk about now is the fact that the picture is transforming right before our eyes. And I am amazed and I am really enjoying this process. I mean, when I say I'm enjoying it, it's like making me really appreciate how over the years I've used art to help me and support me in my journey, my healing journey, my journey back to myself, and support me like creativity, like in my parenting, creativity in my marriage, creativity in my friendships, creativity in my work, creativity in the way that I view things and I look at things. So I'm a very curious person when I pursue something or when I am doing something new, or even today, like I am going down this rabbit hole right now about the word delicious. So, and I wish I would have brought my journal in here, but I found out that this is completely unrelated to any of the things that I am talking about today. Well, it's not completely unrelated, but I looked up this word and I wanted to talk about how delicious this experience is for me. And if you go look up the word delicious, it will connect. But I was like, oh my goodness, I learned about how things bring me delight. And that's a synonym of the word delicious. And I was like, oh, my experiences can be delicious. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, like yes, delicious. When you think of it, you probably thought of, oh, the taste of something or the smell of something. But there is a definition for the word delicious that means bringing great pleasure. And this process has been delicious. It has brought me great pleasure. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. The good of the process, which is like, I get to share, I get to, like I said, create before your eyes. All of it has been delicious, like chef's kiss delicious. So I went down that rabbit hole today, and then there was another word that I was looking up that was about perfect. And so I am perfecting this. And I looked up that word and I was like, perfecting or perfecting or perfect. And you can pronounce it perfect, you can pronounce it perfect, but I am perfecting this painting. And that means that I am refining the painting. I was like, okay, so to end on this note of two words that I learned today is that I am perfecting this painting and the process has been delicious. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm so grateful that you've been here. And if you've clicked this video and you're watching and something of what you saw, you have a question, you want to leave a comment, I am open to all of it. And like I say on the other videos, if you would like to see some of the like in process videos, then you can go over. They're like small, like 60 seconds videos in my stories over on Instagram. And that handle is the same as my channel, Ciara Casher. But it's Ciara with a dot in the middle, Casher. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9 of 10 paintings in 10 days.